Hey everybody, I'm here today to tell you my story about going bald at 21. Now, I was about 18 years old when I noticed that my hair was starting to thin, but I thought that I had at least 10 or 15 years before I would actually go bald. So I was about 18, my hair was starting to thin, and I was trying to style it in a way that would sort of hide the fact that my hair was thinning. And it worked for a little bit, but as my hair continued to thin, I couldn't style it in a way that would hide it. So I had to buzz my hair, and at about 19 years old, I started buzzing my hair. And I had used, I think it was a number 1 on the hair trimmer, on the hair clippers. I'd used a number 1, and I had done it with the number 1 for about a year, and it had masked the fact that my hair was thinning, but then it wouldn't mask it any longer, so I had to use a number 0, or basically I had to use the hair clippers without a guard on them. I just had to go as low as I could go. And that masked the fact that my hair was thinning for about another year. And then by the age of 21, I couldn't hide it anymore. I was going bald, and I had to start dealing with the baldness. And the way that I dealt with the baldness and the way that I embraced it was knowing that people would remember me much better, because I would be the only, or I should say I would pretty much be the only bald young man in the room. There would likely be other bald people in the room, but I would probably be the only bald man under the age of 22. For the most part, I have met other men that were balding at a young age, but for the most part, I would say the majority of men bald much later. And basically, I started shaving my head at 21, and I learned to embrace the baldness because it made me more memorable. People would remember me and would refer to me as the bald guy. People would want to touch my head because it was so smooth. So I learned to embrace the baldness, and I dealt with it, and I'm absolutely happy. And being bald is part of who I am. So if I had the choice between being bald like I am right now or having a full head of hair, I would choose being bald, because it actually helped me to conquer some of my fears and to be more social, and it allowed me to be more memorable and so forth. So I really wouldn't change it for anything. And that's one of the key factors. The key factors when a person is going bald is to actually embrace it and to look forward to shaving your head and to try and get, as smooth of a shave as possible. Or even if you just buzz your head or you trim your hair really shortly, to try and get it to look as good as possible. Going bald is something that you can't change. There's not much that you can do to avoid it. So the best thing that you can do is accept it happily and embrace it and use it to enhance yourself. Using the things that I've spoken about in this video. People will remember you much better and much easier, and people will actually, like it because you are embracing it. Your confidence, it will show in your confidence. And that's basically it. In this video, I just wanted to tell you my story of going bald at 21, and I wanted to talk to you about embracing baldness and using it to build confidence and so forth. And that's it. I just wanted to let you know that if you are going bald at a young age, that you are definitely not the only one, and that it can actually be a really, really good thing because people will remember you. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.